Hello guys, welcome to the video. I hope you all are well. Today's build video, guys, for the Wish Starter class for patch 2.6.10 for season 22. This is a seasonal build because it uses the K-Nice Cube advantage. Okay guys, GR solo Spirit Barrage build using Voo's Juicer, man. My god guys, this build is absolutely mad. It is so good because we can finally use now Voo's Juicer, Sacred Harps and Barber all together thanks to the season buff. And yeah, it's extremely strong, guys. It's really, really strong. I actually pushed to rank, let's have a quick look. It was 5 last night. Currently rank 6 in EU, man. Not bad for an old boy. I'm only 1.1k Paragon as well, which is pretty good. I've got some footage coming up in a minute of a GR 120 with no orcs. And I'll do rank 16, I think, which is mad, man. So, yeah, guys, it's very, very good. For those of you guys, it all rolls around the Spirit Barrage set, Mundunugu's Regalia. Okay, so it's a direct nuker build of the Wish Starter. And, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, man. So all these spirits coming out, and, yeah, extremely high DPS. It's a very, very strong, very, very cool build, man. Use the new Wish Starter set, man. It's great. So, yeah, guys, all about spirits, basically. So, yeah, you explode these little spirits there. You got a Manitou above your head. As the damage of Manitou accumulates onto a target, it will kill it outright, which is just absolutely nuts. Even Rift Guardian, so always keep your Manitou on the Rift Guardian, guys, because it will soon shred it to pieces. Nice. Alright guys, let's quickly talk about the Spirit Barrage set. Okay, so 2-part bonus, Big Bad Voodoo. Now it follows you and lasts twice as long. As soon as you hit BBV now, you see it now follows you, it goes into all the other doors and all that, it follows you around into the maps and all that sort of stuff, so you always keep this buff. Because the way the build is working as well, the maps are CDR, we have cooldown reduction, we can keep this up permanently, which is absolutely fantastic, man. So it's really, really good, man. Brilliant set for the bot. 4-set bonus, gains 60% damage reduction for 30 seconds when you enter the Spirit Realm. The Spirit Realm is basically when you hit Spirit Walk and you get this buff here. And bang, there you go, guys, 60% damage reduction. Make sure this is up all the time. You'll be past the Spirit Walk a lot anyway, so I won't worry about it too much. But just be aware that this is up all the time. Otherwise you might die. Then 6-piece bonus, guys. Spirit Barrage deals 20,000% increased damage plus additional percentages equal to your mana regeneration per second. There you go. There's set bonuses, man. It's lovely. Alright, guys. Also in this build, we are using Captain Crimson's. Captain Crimson's is just fantastic for GR push. Okay, so a 2-set bonus. Regenerates 6,000 life per second. Reduces cooldown of all skills by 20%. And reduces all resource costs by 20% as well, which is fantastic. So keeps your cooldowns down and your cost of your mana stuff and all that. But more importantly, though, guys, 3-set bonus, damage dealt is increased by your percentage of cooldown reduction. So the more cooldown you have in your build, right now I've got 52%, the more damage you do, which is great. And also you get damage reduced as well from your resource cost reduction as well. So the less cost reduction you got into your build, the more tanky you become as well. So Captain Crimson is just fantastic for GR push. And you just craft that blacksmith. Just keep, if you can't get hold of the plans, guys, just keep doing @1 bounties over and over and over again until you get the Captain Crimson plan drop for the level 70 craft. And off you go, man, off you go. So yeah, guys, main hand then, we're using Voo's Juicer. Now, Spirit Barrage gains the effects of Philosophize and Spirit Willing runes, okay? So these runes here is basically the mana rune. You gain mana every time you cast, and also healing as well, which is great, man. So you're always getting free healing and free power every time you cast onto a target. And that is super sweet. The reason why you want this item main hand, because it basically rolls up to 60% Spirit Barrage damage. If you cube this item in K-Nice Cube, you will lose that damage bonus, okay? So you want to have this main hand. Thankfully, I don't know why, but Voo's Juicer seems to roll agent a really lot. Like a really, really lot, especially doing Hobocane recipes and things like that from the cube, man. So it's not too hard to get a half-decent H on. My one's actually quite trash, you know. It's got resource costs there, which ain't too bad, but I really would like, you know, cooldown there or something like that to give my Crimsons even more damage, stuff like that, or attack speed maybe, or elite damage, that'd be nice as well. But yeah, I won't worry too much, guys. It's quite easy to get an H one, man. Not too bad. So yeah, that's why you want to use it main hand, guys. And because we're getting mana and healing for free now, that means you don't have to use Rush of Essence. Normally you use Rush of Essence to generate power in this build, but because you get it for free, you don't have to use that now. Okay, you can put it in, it will proc your 6-piece bonus, damage bonus a bit, but to be honest, this build's designed to go up to like 140 and up to 150 eventually. So definitely change over to Swampland Achievement, and then you just gain an enormous amount of toughness. You and your pets gain physical, poison, fire, and cold resistance for every enemy within 20 yards, and the range is extended by your pickup radius. With the changes to Paragon now, here on utility, you actually get an extra 5 yards now, so it makes Swampland even stronger now. and that way you don't have to run around as much, sort of thing, and dodging. You don't do it wrong. You will have to dodge some bad effects, like throws and things like that. But it just means that your character is much more tanky now, and you're healing constantly as well because of Vu's juicer. That means you don't have to keep moving around too as much, and that way, Endless Walk set is up more of the time. And that way you generate that big damage bonus, which is great. But yeah, it's very, very nice, man. Sweet, man. Love it, love it. Offhand, guys, you've got to use, of course, is Gaze and Demise. Still don't have a good ancient one yet. Gaze and Demise, Spirit Barrage gains the Phantasm Rune, okay, which is basically this rune here. It basically lets you have 3 little spirits come out at once, okay? Every time, when you cast again, though, another spirit will expire. Unless you just hold it down. Just go bang, bang, bang. It's exploding constantly, man. Brilliant. Each active Phantasm lasts twice as long, increases the damage of Spirit Barrage up to 150%, also increases the attack rate of Mundunugu Spectres. Now you can see right now, he's not casting very fast because he's got no Phantasms out, so cast once, a little bit faster, once you got 3, then he goes crazy, man, then he goes crazy. Remember guys, with Mundunugu, this thing here above your head, spitting out all the bolts, it will stack its damage onto a target, the closest target, yeah? But once it exceeds the target's HP, it will just kill it outright. Okay, so on the Rift Guardian especially, make sure the Mundunugu bows are always hitting the Rift Guardian. It's very, very important. Because it's pretty like a free Stricken buff, basically. It's damage, it's just building up loads and loads and loads of damage, and suddenly you just see the Rift Guardian just pop on like half health, man. It's very, very satisfying. It's cool. Nice, guys. So yeah, use Captain Crimson's boots and belt, guys, for Mundunugu's parts, legs, chest, helmet, shoulders, and gloves. Lovely. Make sure you got a CDR gem in your helmet, diamonds. For chest, guys, you can go topaz like I have here, but because I'm only doing like the mid-range GRs now, like the 120 stuff, I can get away using topazes for extra damage. But as soon as you get into around about the range, basically if you're dying a bit much, just switch over to toughness gems, okay? So just switch over to rubies, which give you armor, okay? You can just take these topazes out, put in USBs, and that'll increase your armor value, okay? Or if you want to, you can actually go to amethyst instead, and that'll increase your vitality a hell of a lot as well. The nicer thing about this, though, is when you're using Ghost Trance, Ritual heals all nearby allies for 5% of their maximum life per second. So if you use these gems here, you actually increase that 5% here on the Ghost Trance, which is really good. Really, really nice. It's up to you, but I do reckon probably you can use a mixture, to be honest. If you want to, like, put 3 here, 2 here, whatever you want to do. But yeah, if you find your diet, just use armor gems and it'll be fine. Nice. Okay, guys. So yeah, rings, man. So first ring you're going to use, guys, is Ring of the Royal Grandeur. Okay, you get this from doing Act 1 bounties, and it increases your set bonus. Okay, so you get a free set bonus. Nothing. Yeah. First gem you use, guys, of course, is Go-Gok or Swiftness. You can also use, if you want to, Pain Enhancer as well. You can use Pain Enhancer or Go-Gok. It's completely up to you. I personally prefer Go-Gok because I really like the dodge buff on there as well, and it gives you an extra 15% cooldown reduction as well, which is great. That which procs Crimsons. It gives you a massive attack speed, which is passive all the time, which is great. So say you get a Rift Guard with no ads, you're always going to get that attack speed buff and CDR buff all the time, and therefore you'll kill Rift Guard with no ads a lot quicker. But Pain Enhancer can work very, very well as well, because the surge of attack speed it can give you in a big cluster of mobs is absolutely huge. It can do a lot of damage, and you only have to level this to level 25 as well. So, food for thought, food for thought. But if you're new to the build, definitely use Go-Gok, man. It just works a lot better. Okay, guys, second ring course is the Compass Rose and the Traveler's Pledge Amulet for the Endless Walk set, okay? Next gem, guys, you're going to use, of course, is Stricken, because without this gem, you basically won't be able to kill the Rift Guardian, because it would take too long. If you're doing lower content, like 100, 110, you can take this out, okay? But as soon as you get to a point where it's like, oh, Rift Guardian's taking a while to kill, definitely pop in your Bane of the Stricken, because yeah, it'll take forever to kill the Rift Guard without it. Then in the Amulet, guys, of course, Bane of the Trap for the huge damage bonus, okay? Nice, okay, guys, Endless Walk set then. So when you're standing still, you gain 100% damage multiplication bonus, which is huge, and when you're walking around, you get stopping for directions, which is basically 50% damage reduction. So as you're transitioning through to pack sort of thing, you know, you'd be nice and safe, basically. And also, remember, you can always heal yourself constantly now as well by casting Spirit Barrage onto a target. And also, Ghost Trance will be healing you constantly as well. Brilliant, man. Okay, guys, for Brazier, of course, Lakuba's Ornament, man. Reduce all damage taken by 6% for each stack of Soul Harvest you have. We have 10 stacks of Soul Harvest in this build, so boom, you get 6% damage reduction. Absolutely fantastic, man. Nice. Also, guys, aim for around about, right now I'm on 675. I should actually be on about 750, man. So, you know, 675 is a little bit low. I normally put a bit of a Paragon to Vitality to bring me up to about 750 to 800k HP. So you find it again, if you find that you're dying, just pump a little bit into from Paragon to Vit, type yourself up to about 750, 800k. Nice. Guys, right, so let's go to the cube then. What's in the cube then? Now, thanks to the season buff, we can have 4 slots, which is absolutely fantastic, guys. So Barber, of course, guys, instead of dealing direct damage, your Spirit Barrage now accumulates onto the target. When you stop casting, it explodes, dealing 500 damage accumulated to enemies within 15 yards. A big AoE, man. It's fantastic. So, guys, it's Frostbird's cold skills deal at 20% increased damage and have a 50% chance to freeze enemies. Really good to interrupt in that Rift Guardian and just makes you do more damage. Brilliant. If you want to, you can sort this out to Nemesis braces if you want to, but just for sheer DPS, guys, stick to Frosty, baby. Ring and Empters, guys, you deal 300% increased damage to enemies affected by either your Haunt or Locust Swarm. So we've got Locust Swarm here. Cast this. Every 8 seconds you have to recast this to proc this ring bonus, okay? And yeah, let's just let you shred the enemies to pieces. Last but not least, guys, of course, is Sacred Harvester for 10 stacks of Soul Harvest. So the procs this bracer here and keeps us alive, baby. Keeps us alive whilst we die far too quickly. Nice. Okay, guys, skills, man. Then we'll show this in action. Spirit Barrage, Manatee, guys, man. Spell Scepter helps you. Basically, make sure you're casting this all the time, guys, on your target. We'll talk about rotations in the footage coming up in a second, man. Spirit Barrage, Manatee, guys, absolutely brilliant. Luxor Pestilence, guys, spreads to the whole screen in one cast. And last 8 seconds, proc your Ring of Empters for your damage bonus. Primus Tornado, guys, is basically your grouping spell. So as you're pushing, you want to find a elite pack, or as many elite packs as possible, preferably. Drag a load of density into those elite packs, and then cast Nado, and it'll pull all of them into one spot, and then just start Spirit Barraging the hell out of them. Just go bang, 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 bang. Also, guys, you can do the pause or bomb method as well. So, the pause or bomb method is basically when you pull a ton of mobs and elites into one spot, and you just go 1, 2, 3, and then you stop casting. Now, what happens is the phantasms now are accumulating damage while they're on a mob all the time, and once it gets to 10 seconds, they'll expire and explode, basically. Okay, so you can do the bomb method. Okay, just go 1, 2, 3. Say there's a load of packs here and mobs and stuff like that, and while they're active there, then you'll be skirting around just using Nado, pushing them all in, sort of stuff, and all that. And then once after 10 seconds, once they expire, it will just go bang. Okay, you can do it that way, or you can just do it the easy way, guys, and just, you know, pull a load of mobs, Nado, and just hold down the trigger, basically. Just go bang, bang, bang. Do you be doing little micro spurts of damage all the time? But it's up to you. Definitely try out the bomb method because it is fun. It is pretty cool. Nice. Okay, guys, Soul Harvest, Languish, Intelligence, and Armor buff, which is fantastic. Key to the build. You've got to put it onto a Languish, man, to get that armor right up, man. Otherwise, you'll be dying too much. Spirit Walk 7, guys. I prefer Severance because I like the movement speed, but it's up to you. If you're new to the build, go over to Jaunt because it makes you immune to damage for 3 seconds, which is insane. But all the base rings give you 2 seconds. I just really like Severance because I'm just used to having this movement speed. I like to, like, say I've got a pack of mobs here. I like to, like, cast Severance, zap out, take a few guys over there, then come over this way, then go, whee, and then take a few mobs over here, get them to my murder ball, and do the usual rotation to blow them up. But, like I said, yeah, if you want to use Jaunt, that's making you immune to damage for 3 seconds, which is pretty sweet, man. So, yeah, if you know, use your Jaunt first, then maybe go Severance a bit later. Big Bad Voodoo Ghost Trance, guys. Movement speed buff, attack speed buff, and heals you as well for 5% per second, which is absolutely brilliant, man. And also reduces all incoming damage by 20%, man. So when you're doing really deep refs, man, you got to have Ghost Trance on, guys, because you'll be dead. For those that are brave, you can always use Slam Dance and more damage, but honestly, guys, you can keep Ghost Trance on, man, because it's just so good for GR push. That damage reduction healing is just godly. Okay, guys, for passives then, Comps Ritual, 25% additional damage with mobs within 20 yards. Spirit Vessel, guys, obviously for self-res. Swampland Attunement, like we said, guys, you know, we're using this now to really push deep into the rifts. And thanks to the Paragon change, you know, this has more effect now as well, getting extra 5 yards up there. It's very, very good. If you can, try to get some pickup range on your gear, because it'll extend this, man, make you even tougher. It's great. And of course, guys, key to the build is Grave Injustice, where you get all your cooldowns from, okay? And also you gain 1% of your maximum life and mana every time you kill an enemy as well within 20 yards. And it's also extended as well, so even GI is extended now with the Paragon change, man. So it's gold, guys. This is gold, man, right now. It's great. Alright, guys, so I've got some footage for you in action, guys. Here we go. This is GR, I think it's 120 with no walks. So watch this, baby. There we go, guys. Here we go. GR 120. Here we go, man. Here we go. Okay, guys, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you get your Soul Harvest stacks up straight away, okay? If you don't have your soul harvest stacks up, you're gonna die very, very quickly. Okay, so always make sure you get your soul harvest stacks. Right, so what you want to do, guys? Well, I've actually got quite a nice rift there. Actually, it's not too bad. So you want to round up as many mobs as possible, get as many elites as possible. So I've pulled 2 elites here. There you go. You can see me just pulling everything in now with pestilence and a few spirit barrage nukes and stuff like that. Now, if I was on the other build, guys, the probably I released about a month ago, the Echo Fury version. Don't get me wrong, the Echo Fury version build is very, very good. But because we're using Swampland Achievement and Voo's Juicer, that gives us huge damage reduction and healing constantly. I would have died a long time ago. A long time ago, man. So don't worry, I love that other build, but this one here, for the deeper push, it's much, much better, man. It's much, much better. So already got 2 packs here already. Also, guys, on my follower, I have the Oculus Ring, okay? Oculus Ring is fantastic. So as you kill a target, you get a golden pool of power on the floor. While you're standing there, it gives you an extra 85% damage buff, which is great. So always try to get to those yellow pools like that, because, you know, the damage increase is just huge, man. So make sure you've got Oculus Ring on your follower. Talk about the follow, guys. I use the Templar, so use the token that makes it you can't die. Use Thunder Fury main hand, Overwhelming Desire Amulet for the damage buff. Obviously, Oculus Ring. Use a Wildwood Ring. That gives you stun off lightning, so as Thunder Fury procs, it will stun a lot of the monsters around you, especially the Rift Guardian, man. I can't recommend Thunder Fury and Wildwood Ring together enough. It is absolutely brilliant, man. You know, by the time you've seen somebody Rift Guardians about to cast something absolutely nasty, and suddenly your follower goes wallop with Thunder Fury, procs Wildwood Ring, stuns the enemy. It's absolute gold. For sure, guys, just use Freeze Reflection for the freeze on block as well, which is great. For your follower gear, always roll attack speed cooldown on all the pieces if you can. For the weapon as well, if you can, on second tries, you can actually roll blind as well on Thunder Fury, man. So that's what I use. You can also use Azure Wrath as your follow weapon as well for the freeze, but I really do prefer Thunder Fury because it chains onto a lot of targets and reduces their movement speed and attack speed by 30% for 3 seconds. So I definitely prefer that pairing. And just the usual, guys, you know, just all the healing and stunning charge on the Templar. Nice. You can also use, guys, on the Templar as well, if you want to, the US of Johan Amulet that groups enemies up automatically. But when you're pushing and you're using Nader to do your own grouping, definitely switch out to Overwhelming Desire instead, because the damage buffer, mate, is great. You don't want your follower to muck up your pool. Nice. So yeah, guys, rotation, like I said, is very, very easy about it. So, you know, just find a pack. Just find a pack of mobs, man. There's one dude there. There's certain pack mobs that you want to skip, okay? There's certain dudes you want to skip, man. Like, this guy here is not particularly a good one for me to kill here. But I'll just show you it, build in action. But if you see an elite pack with shielding, Juggernaut, stuff like that, most of the time just skip it. Because, especially Juggernauts, you know, they take forever to die. They're immune to your Bane and the Trap Gem as well, so you lose a ton of DPS. You know, and same for shielding. Shielding is really, really annoying as well. But you want to have elite packs that mostly are melee packs, okay? So they're always going to be pushing towards you. It's nothing more annoying than chasing a caster pack or range pack that's running away from you, because you just want to put everything into that little murder ball. Now, right now, unfortunately, I've lost I ain't got many mobs left now to actually kill this dude off, man. But thankfully, this guy's actually got Illusionist. Now, Illusionist is where the monster splits into multiple clones of itself for a few seconds, sort of thing. But because he splits that way, it means that I can actually do more explosion damage with the Barber, which is great as well. But yeah, guys, remember, man, with Manitou coming from Spirit Barrage, once it exceeds the target's HP, it will just kill it outright. And like I said earlier during the video, always make sure, man, that your Manitou is on the Rift Guardian or the Elite Pack leader, okay? Because that way, eventually you'll just kill it outright. It suddenly just will pop, okay? It's the Barber interaction with Manitou that does that. It's sick. But yeah, guys, with the Elite Packs, always make sure there's loads and loads of density around the pack constantly, man. All the time, man. Because if the monster is just by itself, you're not going to have loads and loads of explosions from the Barber. You know, every time you explode, man, every time you're casting, there's phantasms exploding constantly as you're holding down the trigger. So you want as many monsters around as possible to causing multiple explosions around that target. That's why sometimes when you're just a mob by itself, it's just very, very slow. Got a little guy here. Desecrated Vortex Teleporter. Frozen Pulse, not too bad. Also, guys, if you can get, with the density of the Rift as well, you want to have mobs that summon other mobs, okay? It's like Wretched Mothers, little tiny bone Warlock guys, stuff like that, okay? Because that way, as they cast more monsters around you, sort of thing, they're just generating more density, basically, and then you can just use that density to kill elite packs, sort of thing. So, right now, I've got this guy by himself, and he's almost dead now. He's almost dead now because he's by himself now. I'm making sure Manitou is hitting the elite target there. You can see, and any second now, the Manitou is just going to finish him off, and bang! See that he was on about what? He had about 5 to 7% life left there. And the Manitou just finished him off because it accumulated enough damage to basically just kill him outright because of the Barber. Brilliant. Little shrine there. Unfortunately, I've got some Bone Warlocks there. Not Bone Warlocks, sorry. The Moon Clan Shamans and stuff, man. I hate those spears they chuck as well, man. They absolutely wreck. Yeah, it was quite a nice little rift there. But yeah, guys, no Orgs. I know you want Paragon in this video here. I'm just, what, 900 Paragon there, I think, as well. 0 Orgs. But yeah, Spirit Barrage Witch Doctor, guys, is very, very strong, man. It's very, very good. Especially with Voodoo Juicer and using Crimsons, man. It's absolutely sick. There you go, let's round them all up. Nado, get them into a nice little tight pile so you see that yellow pool. I'm already sitting in it. Brilliant. And just rotate your Spirit Walk. Make sure your Soul Harvest up all the time. Remember, every time you cast Spirit Walk, you're completely immune to damage for 2 seconds. Round them up again, and boom, man. Easy, man, easy. Easy, guys, easy, man. But like I said, due to the change of Paragon, so basic gold pickup now basically being an extra 5 pickup radius, it makes GI passive and Swap and Human passive more stronger now. So if you can, make sure you get pickup radius on your gear, because it just stains the range and just let you basically be getting more healing and more tank from all around you, man. It's a horrible map. Hate this map, man. That's the thing, guys, about fishing as well, man. Like, when you first start, when you're trying to push as well, for those that don't know, when you first start to push, you want to start with a nice open map like the Battlefields or something like that, because those maps tend to be great. Then obviously, you know, you want to be fishing to create density as well on top, so they look like zombies and all that, so anything is small preferably. And just blast through. There we go. Shock Tower, guys. I hate Shock Towers. No, no, no. Kill it quick. Oh, let it prop to me, guys. Let it prop me, man. I hate those things so much. The amount of hardcore characters I've lost to Shock Towers over the years, I've lost count. Absolutely hate them. Yeah, guys, nice and simple. So, yeah, just make sure Soul Harvest up constantly all the time. Pull elites to a lot of density, you know. Obviously, don't just ignore density, you know. If you don't run past like 200 mobs, if there's no elites around, quickly round them up and blow them up, because you know, the progress from just base mobs can be absolutely fantastic if they're the right types. You try to get some big guys like Entombed Hulks mixed up with loads of those small dudes and just focus on the strongest target in the pack of the mobs. Okay, we've got a little pack in there. Nice little small one, so she should be a small HP. There you go, rounding them all up. You can see passive guys just zapping out, pulling in. There's the Oculus Pool Power. And it's just start shredded. As soon as Nado's up, guys, cast Nado and re-round, because those mobs are going to be running around like crazy, man, the elite packs. So as soon as Nado's up, guys, you know, cast it, get them all into that one spot. They immediately start banging with Spirit Brush. Just hold down that key. Like I said earlier, guys, you can do the bomb method as well. It's where you pull an enormous amount of monsters. And you just cast 3 Spirit Barrages in the middle of them, which will expire after 10 seconds, then explode automatically, and do a big bomb, basically. But personally, I just like to hold down the trigger most of the time, but sometimes I do the bomb method. It's up to you. Try it out. Oh, grotesque guys, these mobs are quite nice, because when they die, they spawn a load of worms, so basically more density. But yeah, you always want to be hunting for elite packs, man. We've got one in there. Coming in. Not that much density, so I'm just going to set up a little pool here. I actually think I had Johan on my follower, actually, looking at that. I think he pulled in the dudes by themselves there, without me doing it. Nightmarish Waller, Thunderstorm Molten, that's absolutely fine. Pretty good mods. Again, guys, you don't want Shield or Juggernaut packs. Don't get me wrong, man, you can kill Shield or Juggernaut packs if you've got a pylon. You know, if you've got a really nice pylon, like Power, Conduit, something like that. That's great, man, that's great. But, you know, generally, just skip them, or try to pull them into other density. You know, just injure them a little bit, keep them interested by casting Spirit Barrage on them a couple of times, then walking away, as I'm doing right now, into more density. There we go, got some more boys coming in. See the Grotesque guys dying. There's a second pack coming in, we've got 2 packs now. Very nice. Fire chains, watch out for those fire chains. Oh! Yeah, this is quite a good rift, actually, man. It's quite a good rift. But yeah, GR 120, 0 Orgs. It's pretty nice, man. Also, guys, in the description of this video, there's a stat guide to Diablo fans for all the rolls of all the gear. So you're not sure how to roll your gear, and you can't be bothered to pause the video to see what I'm wearing and all that sort of stuff. Just go to the stat guide and D-fans. In the description of this video, it tells you exactly what to wear, how to roll each piece of gear, gem setup, etc., etc., your Paragon setup, all that sort of stuff. There's that poor power again, boys. Always try to be in that poor power if you can. Because, again, 80% damage buff is massive. It's absolutely massive, man. It's literally one of the most important things you can have when you're fighting, actually, when you're pushing. Okay, he's almost down. A pull there. Spirit walks down, unfortunately. Get the tail end of it there. Bang, they're dead. Nice, man. There we go. Got a bit of progress. Not too much longer to RG. I can't remember what our Rift Guard line got, man. Oh, we got a shield here. Look at this. Nice. Nice cheeky shield. Could have used that shield with that double pack a minute ago, guys. You know what I mean? Oh, a big boy. Got a big boy. So we got a bit of density. It's not light loads, but I don't normally engage these big mobs most of the time. What's this one got? He's got Thunderstorm. I don't think it was a particularly bad one, but I've got a shield right now, so I can literally just stand on top of his head now and just pour all the density on top of that big monster and make it so he dies a lot quicker. Normally these big Golgor guys, they've got so much HP, like so much HP. So I wouldn't normally engage these most of the time, but because we've got the shield and we've got a bit of density around it, man, we can start banging. And he's almost dead already. It's not too bad. But yeah, guys, remember, man, don't just sit there waiting on a elite pack like I'm here being a bit of a noob. You know, always be putting density to that target. I've got a little bit left, so, you know, Manitude's going to finish this guy off now. There we go. And bang. And we just need a tiny percentage now to finish it off. Sweet! Yeah, heart was thumping, guys, when I was recording this, man. I was like, oh my god, am I going to clear this 120 with no orcs? And I got Choker, guys. Choker's not too bad, man, actually. Choker's pretty good. Because Choker summons some small ads. He actually summons some small ads, man. So if you get a Rift Guard in that storm that summons ads, as you kill those ads, it's going to spawn pools of power on the floor. Which is really, really nice, man. And that can basically make you do more damage, man. Now, the way this build is set up right now, there's poor power, there you go, get the extra damage. The way this build is set up now, because we're using Golgor Swiftness, it doesn't matter if the Rift Guardian has ads or not, because we're going to always have that extra cooldown percentage, always have that attack speed, and also dodge. You also get dodge and Golgor as well, which is really, really nice, man. So that's the reason why I like Golgor so much, because you know you can stack Shuriken a lot faster than Painting Hearts and all that sort of stuff. You got a chance to dodge as well, which is just fantastic. And also the cooldown procs your Captain Crimson as well on top, man. So the amount of Rift Guardians you can kill with the Golgor setup versus Painting Hearts is much, much better. But Painting Hearts for doing trash clears is much more potent, because you get 3% attack speed per mob bleeding, which is just crazy. So if you're putting like 200-300 mobs, then yeah, it's going to be absolutely insane. You're going to be able to blast through those mobs very, very quickly, especially using the bomb method like we talked about earlier. But you can see, guys, I'm always trying to make sure that Manitou is on the Rift Guardian all the time, because once that Manitou accumulates enough damage, the Barber in the cube will just explode and kill it outright. So it's just accumulating constantly. And yeah, pretty soon, man, this guy will just pop and just insta, man. Nice and easy, man. Remember, guys, you've got to be within 20 yards as well, because we're using a Confidence Ritual for your extra damage bonus. Confidence Ritual does not scale with your pickup radius, unfortunately. Oh, guys, see that, man? Look, Manitou came off, and bang, there you go. Rank 23 Witch Doctor, man. GR 120, 0 orcs, man. And what Paragon am I? 900, about 906, I think this is there. Quick mass over the gear, guys, you know. No armor gems used either, man, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, it's a very, very strong, potent build. And you can go very, very far with this build, man. It's really good. There's your guys, mouse over the gear and all that. And a quick scroll down to my stats and the cube. Blah, blah, blah. There it is. It's good, guys. A very good build, man. But yeah, description of the video, guys, with the stat guide, man. As usual. A little bit into vitality to bring me up to about 750 HP. And boom. There you go, guys. Witch Doctor power. Nice! And there you go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Have fun in Sanctuary. Enjoyment.